Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Waller's Wallet, and Venmo is releasing a new credit card. And I love when new credit cards are released because competition is good for consumers. But let's take a look at this card and why I think this card is not worth getting. Now, if you want a simple way to help out the channel, consider hitting that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn that bell notification on as well so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, I enjoy using Venmo. It's a great platform to exchange money without using cash. And Venmo's new credit card has a different earning structure than cards you see from Chase or American Express, which may or may not be a good thing depending on how you look at it. But you know what? Let's talk about this new Venmo credit card. Now, first off, Venmo mentions this card is going to be available to everyone in a few months. Currently, it's only open to select people, and this card is going to be issued by Synchrony Bank. And some of you out there don't even want to deal with Synchrony, so it's going to be a no-go for you right from this point. But having different issuers issue cards isn't necessarily a bad thing. Also, Venmo does mention in order to apply for this card, you need to be 18 or older, and you need to have had a Venmo account open for at least 30 days prior to applying. Now, card design is something I normally don't look at because frankly, I don't care about card design. But with the Venmo card, they actually put your Venmo QR code on it. So someone can scan it and they'll be brought to your Venmo account and they can send or request money. So they are adding some functionality here. But I can honestly say I've never used the QR code function with Venmo. So while it sounds pretty interesting, it seems pretty useless, at least for me. Now, at the current time, the Venmo card will not have a sign-up bonus, or at least there's not a mention of a sign-up bonus. I do think we could see them eventually add a smaller sign-up bonus at maybe a particular store, just like we've seen with the Apple card, or maybe just like a $50 cash bonus. I do not expect a huge bonus to come from the Venmo card if they were to ever offer one. Then Venmo is marketing this card as earning custom rewards because of its earning structure. And I do like the idea of earning rewards that best fit your lifestyle. Although I am still waiting for a bank to allow a fully customizable card for their customers. And in looking at the screenshots they have, it almost gives me an Apple card feel where it color codes your spending and it gives you a breakdown of where you spend your money, which can actually be helpful for someone who wants to commit to just one card so they can see their spending breakdown and hopefully make better financial decisions. Then the Venmo card is going to be one of those 3-2-1 cards where you earn 3% in particular categories, 2%, and then as well as 1%. And with the Venmo card, you're going to earn 3% back on the top category you spend at each month. And then you're going to earn 2% back on the second most spent category that month, and then everything else will earn 1%. So the category where you can earn 3% is going to change based on your spending, and that could actually be decent for someone. And the categories that you can earn 3% back are transportation, travel, grocery, entertainment, dining and nightlife, bills and utilities, health and beauty, as well as gas. Then they also mention this other category, and I really don't care for this other category being listed because you're not going to earn 3% back on other purchases. And this can be quite misleading for people and probably also confuse plenty of people as well. And many of these categories are pretty self-explanatory for people, but there are a few that are more vague just from the main screen here. I mean, bills, that could really mean anything, right? Now, bills and utilities are going to include telecommunications, internet services, TV, radio, streaming, subscription products, electric, gas, water, refuse disposable, as well as other purchases that code as utilities. Then as far as health and beauty, that's going to include drugstores and pharmacies, over-the-counter medications, cosmetic, toiletries, recreational memberships like fitness clubs as well. And what I was really hoping to see here was medical bills or even vet bills listed under one of these categories, because that actually would have been pretty good for people and it would have given the Venmo card a unique category that separates itself from the other cards on the market. Now, something that's extremely important to note is that the 3% and 2% categories are limited to a combined $10,000 spend per card member year. And after that $10,000 spend in these categories, you're going to earn just 1%. So this definitely limits the rewards you can earn on this card depending how you spend. So if you're a big spender, for example, this is going to be a far more limiting card for you. If you're someone who's not going to be affected by that limit, it may not affect you at all. But either way, if Venmo wants this to be the card you use all the time, then these limits just need to be higher. $10,000 is just not enough, because this would break down to just $833 to spend each month to hit that $10,000 limit, which is not very high. But one thing I think that would have been great to see from the Venmo card is to get a slight boost in multiplier when you use PayPal at checkout. Since PayPal owns Venmo, I think it would have just made sense. I mean, we're getting 5% back right now with the Freedom Flex when you use PayPal, and Discover typically offers 5% back at PayPal purchases as well at some point during the year. Even if the Venmo card only allowed so much spending to occur at PayPal at an increased multiplier, that at least could have been enticing for people. Then one great thing we do see here on the Venmo card is the fact that it has no foreign transaction fees and it has no annual fee. And I'm really liking these no annual fee cards coming out with no foreign transaction fees. And hopefully we see bigger banks implement this as well. Because if these smaller banks can offer products with no annual fee and no foreign transaction fee, so can the big dogs with their cards. Now, when it comes to redeeming your Venmo rewards, the Venmo credit card, it earns straight cash back, and your cash back is going to be deposited into your Venmo account. And this should happen within 3 business days of your statement closing. Then you can transfer this to your bank, or you can use it however you want. This is a pretty straightforward redemption option. Then the Venmo card will be offered as a Visa or Visa signature card depending on how you're approved of this card. So you're going to get those basic benefits of either Visa or a Visa signature card. Then it also has an Apple Card-like visual of spending breakdown, which could be useful for people. But that is pretty much it for the benefits on the Venmo card. Now, I've been waiting for a bank to allow a truly customizable card for customers, but I don't think this card really fits the bill. It's more of a pseudo-customizable earner, and it doesn't do enough to separate itself from such a competitive market. There's nothing special about the earning rates. The spending limit for the multipliers, it's too low. Doesn't offer much for benefits. It's just average at best. Now, I'm a cashback fan. That's what I use on the day-to-day. But there are far better cards out there to open for better earning rates and more consistent earning rates that also earns better in multiple categories. Not to mention, some of these cards have pretty decent bonuses as well that'll grab your attention. For example, the Capital One Saver card, it earns 3% back on dining and entertainment with no maximum spend. The US Bank Cash Plus, it earns 5% back on categories like ground transportation, gym and fitness, utilities. It also has an overall higher reward earning rate potential. Then you also have cards like the Wells Fargo Propel and even the Chase Freedom Flex. Now there are a lot of other cards you could mention here, but I think you get the idea, right? And also having a $10,000 spending limit on the 3 and 2% categories is definitely going to limit people, especially if Venmo wants this to be a daily driver for people. But the Venmo card is trying to take a page out of the Apple card book with their colored wheel in a unique looking card. But just like the Apple card, the Venmo card doesn't deliver anything special to where I see this being a viable card for people to consider. So for me, the Venmo card is going to be a pass. So tell me, what do you think about the Venmo card? Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in this video. If you want to help support the channel, take a look at the links down in the description below. And if you know somebody that could benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. And until next time, safe travels and take care.